What it is, my Tino, peace and grace here, and today we're talking about the MR27 test. Now, the MR27 test is actually pretty straightforward, and however you feel more comfortable running this test is entirely up to you. I'm going to make a recommendation, and you can either use it or kind of go your own way and do your own thing, because bottom line, this really just comes down to you successfully completing the test. And however you do that, entirely up to you. My method may differ from yours, so do what you like. Now, my personal preference here is to use a stealth frame, in this case Loki. Now, my Loki build is pretty straightforward. I'm running an adaptation. I am running a 1-speed mod on there to give him a little bit more boost. Obviously, all pretty much duration, max duration, so I've got about 45 seconds of invis. Needless to say, I'm using Loki. He's my personal preference, and I'm also using a really strong weapon. In this case, it's going to be my Tigris Prime, and it's going to be my Catch Moon with my Plague Star Setban combo Zal build. So that's pretty much my loadout here. Now, the idea behind this test is, as I said, pretty straightforward. There's going to be orbs around this map. There's going to be blue orbs, which are worth less points. I think they're worth like 1 point. And there's going to be red orbs, which are worth more points. You are going to be surrounded by blue Grineer enemies, which ignore them completely. And you're going to see the occasional red Grineer enemies. Those you can kill if you wish. Now, you are under a time limit and you must collect 100 points total. Now, my recommendation is to run a loop of the map. Since you need 100 points total, I typically will go to 50 points and then bank, and then hit my last 50 points and bank from there. Finally, you could potentially do this in like 3 stages if you preferred, like 33 points and 33 points, and then finally 34 points if you wish. However you prefer to do it is fine. I prefer to do it in 2 stages, 50 points each time, 100 points total, and get it done. Now, ignore the enemies. I cannot stress this enough, because you are under a time limit. So ignore the enemies completely. They just don't matter. Okay? Let them have a tea party in the middle of the map. Ignore them completely. If they're starting to get congested in your particular area, throw a decoy out on the opposite side of the map and get them all flocking over that direction. Get them away from you so you can continue to run your pattern of collecting the orbs and just pretty much continue to avoid them and ignore them. Okay, so with that said, let's jump into this MR27 test and we'll go about it. So, like I said, I am running I believe I'm running an Exilus speed mod to boost my speed just slightly. It's not a crazy fast speed build or anything like that. At the very start of the mission, I will quickly pop invis and then throw out an energy booster, collect a little bit of energy, and that way I've got some energy going. Now, all you're going to want to do is just run around the map and collect all of the orbs. Again, I am just ignoring all of these enemies. The red orbs are worth more. Again, I even ignore the red enemies. If you really wish, you can kill the red enemies. I only kill the red enemies if they happen to be on my way. If they're actually in line with the direction I'm heading. Oh crap. That's not good. Then I will kill them. But if they are not within my route, then I just ignore them completely. Like, for example, I've got one here I can pick up. These guys are congested here. So I'll go ahead and pick these up just because they're here. Oh, I cannot believe I just did that. Nope. Okay. Alright, we're at 48 points. We need 2 more. There's one. Okay, so there's 50 banked. I'll now go through the whole route that I just went through. Now you can go through this route any way you want to. It's entirely up to you. I can't believe I just fell out there. Whichever route is more comfortable for you, entirely A-okay. Again, if you're going to run Loki, pay attention to your invis, because there is, you know, I don't know if it's intentional, but if you happen to run out of invis, these enemies can get, depending on how long you're in this, can get pretty damn ruthless. So you do want to be careful. Don't do that. Yeah, you want to make damn sure you don't fall off with Loki, because there's a momentary pause where you are placed directly in front of an enemy more times than not. When that happens, yeah, the enemies are ruthless, man. They will just tear you up. Alright, we're still looking for a few more points. There's some right there. There's one, a red one. So that gives me 40 points. I'm going to go ahead and bank and get my last 10. Okay, there's some reds. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bank. We got more than enough. And there you go. That's all there is to it. Again, I did it 50 points, and then the second bank I had 40. And the reason I did that is because there were no red enemies that I could see, and all of the orbs on the map I had picked up. So to kind of refresh it, I went ahead and dumped that 40 to kind of refresh the orbs, and then I went ahead and collected the last 10 that I needed. Well, 16 total. But that's how I personally got through it. Again, pay attention to your energy level and pay attention to the amount of time you have on your invis. Do your best not to fall off. Don't do what I did, because there is a momentary gap between where you fall off, the screen goes white, you're deposited on the platform, enemies immediately start shooting you and can put you down in a hurrah. So hopefully that helps everybody out. Let me know down in the comment section what your tactic is to get through the MR27 test. And until next time, peace and grace.